Welcome to the Invest with Dennis channel. Today we are doing another quick update in one of your favorite stocks that's being mentioned, and that is SpaceX. New exciting news for investors, and we will do a quick update on a catalyst that's about to happen pretty soon, and we'll also do an analysis of how the stock is performing. We'll look at is, if you're looking at my screen, is the next SpaceX shares lockup expiration date is August 20th, 2026, which means 319 million additional shares will be put on the public market. And this is got a brief breakdown of SpaceX, the history. June 12, Elon's personal lockup expiration, 2027. December 2026, final major 100-day employee lockup expiration. October 2026, timed calendar release of 320 million shares. September 24th, 2026, the release of 328 million shares as well. September 10, 2026, separate affiliate block release 59 million shares. September 9th, release of 319 million shares. And tomorrow, August 2026, there will be a release of 319 million shares. So depending on what happens when the shares are released, it's either there'll be some selling off pressure or there'll be some buying off pressure. I am not sure what direction this will go unless people that take a close analysis, like look at the time frames and the charts and all that good stuff, they'll be in a position to know what happens. But given that as well, especially with Iran and the US conflict, depending on what news we hear, that can also drive the market in a different direction. But we're curious enough to see whether investors, early investors pre-IPO, or employees that have stock options, whether there'll be that temptation for them to actually sell. There's no way of knowing that. We do not have that information. If something becomes available, guys, if any of you that are watching this video right now or later, if you do come across that information, please feel free to add that into the comment section. We're always here to learn from each other, and we're always here to see what best decisions that we can make. Like I've always pointed out several times, especially when a company like this is highly talked about and it's fairly new on the stock market in terms of being a publicly traded company, I would just dollar cost average. That way I don't have to worry about the ups and downs, but to each his own. In the market, you have to choose what type of investor that you are. So these are just some of the important dates that will be major catalysts for the stock. And the catalyst can either the stock goes up or the stock goes down, depending on what type of investor you are. If you're a short seller, you probably love this news, short the stock, and then buy back at a cheaper price, and then make your money. So it all depends who you are in the market. And another thing I'll definitely take a look at, the second part of this video, is let's just look at how it's trading right now. So as of today, SpaceX is down 2.8, should say 2.9%, and the market is currently active right now. So if we scroll down, today's high was $145.01, and today's low so far has been $136.72. So that's where we are right now. That's on a daily. If you look at the weekly, for the week, the stock is down 4.95% the past week. For the month, the stock is up 10%. If you look at it from a 3-month time frame, the stock is actually down 7.2%. That's the past quarter. Year to date, same thing. The stock is down 7.31% as of recording this video. So this is just a quick analysis of SpaceX. Like I said, I'm not telling you to buy or sell the stock. This is just a quick overview of what is going on with your favorite rocket company. But like I said with SpaceX, do not just look at this from the rocket component side of the business. Look at it also from the AI side of the business, and look at it from the internet side of the business, which is Starlink. So it's 3 in 1. So if I'm a bull and I feel highly about this long-term play for this company, those are the three matrix at which I look at the stock. In the bear case as well, you can argue the rocket side of the business is not really making a lot of money right now. It might take years for them to start making money. And on the AI side as well, you might argue that, there are a lot of competitors in this space and this field of business. But the most profitable of all these three entities is Starlink as well. So that is something to bear in mind. So it's a company that has certain parts that are profitable and certain parts where time will actually tell where we go. But either way, I think long term, I look at this as a long-term play for me personally. If they continue hitting those matrix, and now that they are a publicly traded company, they're under scrutiny, we really get to look at the numbers, dive deep into the numbers, try and make sense of the numbers, because at the end of the day, yes, numbers don't lie, but stock sentiment can be different. A stock might have losses, but it might be exponentially high, or people might be excited about it because they're looking at the future, what the future and what the stock will provide in the future. So those are some of the things you can bear in the market. The market is pretty crazy. Sometimes it's not a straightforward thing that, a company is doing extremely well, so stock price will be extremely high. So there's just so many variables in the market. And also look at who owns shares in that company as well. That also how big of these corporations they are. That can also give you an indication of how the stock price might go. But in any case, this is just a quick update on SpaceX. Please remember, guys, this is not financial advice. We just offer some brief analysis on how the market is doing because we enjoy being part of the market. This is the Invest with Dennis channel, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video to the end. We have 79 subscribers right now. We're hoping to get to 100 pretty soon. Every step of the way, every word of encouragement is highly appreciated. Comments and likes. And you can also find us on TikTok and Instagram. Remember, invest wisely. Peace and blessings, guys. And I will definitely see you in the next one.